Hello and welcome to our market alert video for today, which is August 12, 2022. And we had a lot of very important economic data come across, so I want to dive into that. Before I do, though, just let me say that my daughter's wedding was last Saturday, and it went off beautifully, and it was one of the most beautiful weddings ever. And you know, the most important person at the wedding, in my opinion, is my daughter. And so I asked her, how did she like how it all went? And she said it was the happiest day of her entire life. So that to me is the right answer. So the wedding went very well, and they're off on their honeymoon. And so hopefully they'll have some babies soon, although that's a little more too much pressure. Anyway, let's talk about the big number that came out this week, which really set the market off to the races, which was the inflation number, which came in a little lower than what was expected. It's still very high, to be honest, and to look at it, but lower than what it was. And that is perceived as a good sign that the Federal Reserve is actually making some progress with regard to their war on inflation. Let's peel back the onion a little bit and let's look inside and see what's going on there. We did see food prices continue to go up. We did see the cost of what consumer spends on going up still. So those are problematic issues. Gas was the primary reason why inflation came down. We saw gas come down, or gasoline prices come down significantly. And so that was the biggest driver of that reduction in inflation. So overall, good news is actually good news for the market, which is sometimes not the case. So what does it mean going forward? Well, one data point does not make a trend. Obviously, it was good news on that front. Market liked it, but we have to wait and see what the follow-on effects are, because what is happening is the consumer is running out of the stimulus money that they got during the pandemic. They've been spending that. And so now we're seeing the consumer borrowing way more, record numbers month to month of new borrowings. We're seeing the real estate market go way down, record slowdowns in the real estate market month to month because of the rising interest rates and the inflation. So yes, that was a great data point, but are we out of the woods now or not? We're not sure. And so, as you know, with our strategy, we get out. It's kind of like you go to a party, you arrive late and you leave early. So that's us. We don't like to stay too long for the party and let it get unruly, but we also don't want to get into it too soon either. And so we're still cautious. We haven't reached our buy signal yet, but for the time being, we think caution is still the order of the day. We don't know if this is a positive one-time deal or if it's the beginning of a trend. So our view is continue to be cautious, continue to keep your powder dry. And as you know, if we miss out on gains that we could have had, that is less important to us than protecting principal. Our goal is to keep what we have. And if in the process we're being overly conservative and we miss out on gains we could have had, that's okay with us. We prefer to miss out on gains than to experience massive losses that cause our clients, or you for that matter, to be able to retire because you're down so much, or because you can't support the lifestyle and you are retired. None of those things are what we want for you. So right now, what I would encourage you to do is visit with one of our retirement planners. One of the processes we go through with new clients, prospective new clients, is what's called the retirement cash flow plan. And we'd love to do that for you, no charge or obligation. It helps us to look into the future, determine if you are ready to retire, if you have enough, can you swing it, and help us to answer some questions in that regard. Also, when and how to take Social Security, where do you get your income when you're retired? Do you have enough income? All those kind of things. And of course, the big question with prices being so much higher now with inflation, how do you manage through that? So lots of great stuff that we can determine for you. And if you'd like to go through that process, there's no charge or obligation, as I said. Hopefully we can help you. Either way, though, it's no charge and we will part friends. Okay, so our website is rpoa.com, and I encourage you to take advantage of that. But overall, right now, we're still cautious despite the good news we got this week. We want to wait and see if it's a trend or just a blip. So share this video with your friends and your colleagues. We want to help as many people as we can in the process. But thank you for watching this video, and we'll talk soon.